G'day guys, Dave Lee coming at you once again from Down Under. I'm in JB Hi-Fi once again, and I've just stumbled across a couple of JB Hi-Fi exclusive Disney releases. They've just come out this week or this past week. I want to take a quick look at them. One of them I'm considering picking up and maybe doing a little unboxing on. The other one, probably not so much, but I want to give you a quick look anyway. Let's have a look. This is a pretty cool new release of Beauty and the Beast. It's in like this big, I think it's like a jewelry box sort of thing. It's got all the movies in there. It's got the live action remake, it's got the animated film on Blu-ray, both on Blu-ray, and it's got the two sequels, The Enchanted Christmas and Belle's Magical World. They're only on DVD though, which is odd because Enchanted Christmas has been available on Blu-ray in the past. But you get all four of those movies, they're only 55 bucks, which is pretty cool, in this massive like jewelry box thing. It's not for me, but I think this is fantastic for someone who might not own all these movies or is just such a fanatic and completist that they need to pick this up. This is really quite awesome. And this is really just such an obscure release for the Australian market. We don't often see stuff like this, especially for Disney movies, so that is pretty cool. If that was maybe a touch cheaper, I might consider it, but for that price, yeah, that's not for me. This, however, is incredibly cool. It's this strange, like, 80th anniversary edition of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Blu-ray, DVD, 2 for $30 already. It's in like this exclusive cover I've not seen anywhere other than here in Australia, and it's in a slipcase. Since when do we get Disney Blu-rays in slipcases here in Australia? Okay, so this Snow White 80th anniversary Blu-ray set looks like such a weird little obscure release for an Australian release of a Disney movie. I just have to pick it up. All right, so we're on the way home now, and we picked up this one, the brand new Snow White Blu-ray release. This is such an odd, weird, like obscure Blu-ray release to find here in Australia. Disney haven't released a title in a slipcover since something like 2008, 2009 here in Australia. So it's just so strange to see this re-release of Snow White in a cover that's not available anywhere else in the world at this point anyway, and in a slipcover. I don't know what's going on with this, so I just had to grab this for the collection because it's just such an obscure release. And I know a few people out there have been asking about this, so I thought I should probably put together a little review for this guy as well. So let's do it. Let's get into the unboxing. Okay, here it is, the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs 80th Anniversary Blu-ray in slipcover. Again, such an obscure release to pop up on the Australian market. Not too sure what the deal with this is, so I had to pick this up for the collection anyway. It's a really beautiful cover. At the moment, if you head to JB Hi-Fi, this is part of the 2 for $30 range, so you can get this for about 15 bucks. Otherwise, regular retail is $19.98. I have a feeling this is pretty much just going to be the signature collection, just with a different cover. It's probably going to have all the same stuff on here. I love this movie. This is one of my favorite Disney films of all time. And for such a strange, obscure release, I just had to pick it up for the collection. So let's take this out of the shrink wrap. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this is something that I've noticed first off as I've taken the slipcover off. The Australian Ratings logo is actually a sticker, which is pretty cool. I mean, you don't get that often. And this here, the thing that says 80th anniversary, that's a sticker as well. So we've got this really nice, beautiful cover here, without that big, ugly Australian Ratings logo sort of clogging it up. I think that's fantastic, because that is a really beautiful cover, and that green thing was sort of annoying me a little bit. That sort of ruined the cover a little bit, but it's just a sticker. It's got a really sort of nice finish on this. It's kind of, almost feels like a sort of faux vinyl finish. And this here is nice spot gloss on there, cool. This isn't actually a slip cover, I should say, it's a slip case. The difference is it slides out here, so it makes it a slip case as opposed to slip cover, which slides out the bottom or up the top like the American releases. I think this is really nice actually. So if you're looking at the back cover there and thinking that looks kind of familiar, well, let's take a look at this. This is of course the signature edition of Snow White, released in the USA about a year ago, I suppose. Flip that over. As I suspected, this is going to be exactly the same. I imagine this is going to be the same. Only difference with this is going to be the cover, I believe. If we take a quick look at these special features, in Walt's words, iconography, at Disney Anime. Yeah, okay. So this is exactly the same release. So if you are going out to buy this new one, sort of expecting something new, new special features, new whatever, you're not getting anything new other than the cool cover here. The okay thing is that I was sort of aware of this when I was buying it. I assumed it was going to be the same thing, so I don't really care too much about that. But just be careful if you're someone who doesn't really want to own two versions of the exact same thing. Don't get caught up with this. The only thing I should note is actually, I've just noticed the cover's actually flipped. So you've got the image flipped on this one don't know, just an interesting sort of little thing to mention there. And once again, let's take a look at this. Now this, I believe, the cover is actually exactly the same on the Amaray cases. If we open this up, I believe it has... Okay, so it's got your Blu-ray in there and the DVD of the movie as well. Now, I believe the Australian signature release of this, which only came out probably like 6 months ago, maybe a year ago, only had one disc. It was only a Blu-ray. It didn't have that DVD in there as well. So I think the only sort of uptick for this is that you get the DVD in there as well. But there you go. So if you haven't bought the local signature release, this is something that's kind of cool. You get that DVD in there as well if you want the DVD. And you got a really cool, nice, really unique cover that, as I said, I haven't seen on any other market. And the good thing is it doesn't have that big, ugly Australian ratings logo on the actual slipcover itself, which is cool. And I mean, even international people out there, completists, whatever else, might want to import this because this is a really, really beautiful cover. And I think the only, if you look on the back, that's the only case where the Australian ratings logo is actually printed on this. That's not a huge issue. It's on the back. It's sort of hidden amongst all this stuff. So I know there's going to be a lot of completists in the States or in the UK or whatever who kind of want this cover because it's a really, really nice cover. You can import this from JB Hi-Fi. I believe it's a JB Hi-Fi exclusive. They do ship internationally. I think their shipping costs are maybe a little bit high. And this will be, definitely will be a region-free release. If you take a look down here, ABC, as all Disney releases are. So this is definitely something that an international buyer can import as well because this is really beautiful. I'm happy I've picked this one up at only 15 bucks. Good price point, and it's really nice to see slipcovers make a re-emergence on the Australian market with Disney discs. So it'll be interesting to see if they do like a whole line of these anniversary releases. This is beautiful. If you're thinking about picking this up, go ahead and do that. Alright guys, thank you for watching today's video. I'm not going to do a proper wrap up today because I'm sort of pressed for time on these videos this week because I'm working on some amazing stuff for next week's videos. So if you are a first time viewer of my channel and you've liked what you've seen, you'd like to see some more, then please, after the jump, hit that subscribe button and give me some support. To all my regular viewers out there, thank you once again for joining me. And to absolutely everybody, I hope I'll see you again soon. Until next time though guys, take care and I hope you have a magical day.